Hi friends, this is regarding India's policy towards China. While analyzing India's policy towards China of last 100 years, we find that India has been pursuing a suicidal policy rather than an effective policy of national interest. At the outset, the first instance is McMahon Line, what was made in 1914. Then Communist Party was born in China in 1922, which immediately declared that they will not accept McMahon Line in future as a demarcation between India and China. Yet in 1937, when Japan attacked mainland of China, China was fighting from two fronts. One front was government security force, other was Red Guards of Communist Party under Mao Zedong. Meanwhile, Indian leaders decided to send a medical mission as a token of help towards China, in which Dr. Kutnis was also there. But the medical mission reported to the Communist Party front rather than national security fronts. This was another example that India was following a policy of persuasion, policy of appeasement, rather than a policy in the interest of the nation. In 1949, Communist regime started in China, despite the fact that Formosa, a small island of China, was under Chiang Kai-shek. India decided Communist regime as a legitimate government of China rather than Formosa, what was subsequently known as Taiwan. In 1951, China declared Aksai Chin as their territory, and India kept quiet. In 1959, China started construction of Karakoram Highway on Aksai Chin. India failed even to lodge a protest on diplomatic channel. And you are aware about 1962 wars, what a kind of humiliation India was meted out when India lost the war. But to me, soldier had not lost the war, rather government had lost the war. Policy was responsible for losing the war. In 1967, Brajesh Mishra, who was subsequently known as Security Advisor during Vajpayee's government. Brajesh Mishra was the chargé d'affaires those days in China, who was literally assaulted by Chinese people. And his injured body was put into a flight coming down to Delhi without any medical support, medical aids. Top of it, 1978, Vajpayee, the foreign minister under Janata Party regime, had gone China to visit. What was the hurry? I don't know. He should not have gone there, but he decided to go. What was the result? Same night when he reached there, Morarji Desai, the Prime Minister of Janata regime, he called him and he said, you immediately come back to Delhi because China has already attacked Vietnam. So China could manipulate it as a conspiracy of India also for attacking Vietnam. Subsequently, in 1993, history was repeated again when Narasimha Rao had gone there, signed a treaty of peace and tranquility for maintaining peace on the boundary. But what happened? Again, after 4 or 5 years in 1997, Chinese incursion on border started, as if it was not a border but a picnic spots. Later also, China did not stop, kept coming. In 2005, in 2014, 2015, and in Doklam 2017. China kept on coming, China kept on intruding, China kept on coming for incursions. India kept quiet, India was defensive, and what was done, what it was decided by China, as if India had no role to play. This was the result of her defensive policy. Now, Again, China has come down to Ladakh. Since last 4 or 5 months, India is still there. Sorry, China is still there. We came into action only when Chinese killed our 16 soldiers. 16 soldiers. But what happened subsequently? Confrontation started. Now we are offensive rather than defensive. This is what, in nutshell said, the kind of policy we have been pursuing towards China. We are the enemy of ourselves. We don't need enemy anywhere. We stand against ourselves on the border against China. This is a naked fact, irrespective of the party on power. Whether Nehru was on power, or Vajpayee Morarji was on power, or Manmohan Singh or Modi is in power. Vajpayee, when 2003 had visited China, there he endorsed, he declared that whole Tibet is a sovereign part of China. He had gone ahead of Nehru. Nehru had accepted only suzerainty over Tibet. Vajpayee accepted sovereignty over Tibet. Tibet was divided into 2 parts by Chinese. One part was autonomous, other part was a sovereign part of China. And Vajpayee had endorsed even autonomous part of Tibet as sovereign part of China. What kind of policy we have been pursuing against China? We are protecting Chinese national interest or the national interest of India. This is the fact. Now, today is India's offensive, as I said earlier, no doubt. Thanks to this government, they came into sense. देर आए दुरुस्त आए. मोदी गवर्नमेंट एग्रेसिव है आज, और एग्रेसिव है पीछे हटने के लिए नहीं, आगे बढ़ने के लिए. Meanwhile, China has already intruded 4 or 5 spots on the border. China wants India should not go further for construction of infrastructure on the road. China wants India should not go towards Karakoram tri-junction of all 3 countries, Pakistan, China and India. But what India should do, India has to decide it. India cannot stop itself at this stage now. India's future is ahead to decide itself. India has to be aggressive, India has to be offensive. Now, as regards Chinese development on border is concerned, regarding infrastructures, Modi government was aware since last 1.5 years, China has been making construction on the border. Why Modi government was kept quiet? Why eyes were closed? Was this government not aware that Chinese are constructing infrastructures? When China had come down to border, even on that day, Indian patrolling was stopped. Indian soldiers were not on patrolling duty. Chinese came in thousands, divisions and divisions, came near to the boundary. India kept quiet. India became conscious, alert only when Indian 16 soldiers were killed. Then the whole country was boiling and watching this kind of temperament of the Indian people. The Modi government now is on action. This is what about India's policy towards China since last 100 years. Now, what is ahead? Ahead, that India has to stop China going towards Pakistan through Indian territory of Aksai Chin and POK. Number 2, India has to cut down Karakoram highway, India has to cut down Belt and Road project as a proposal, India has to stop economic corridor, India has to ask China to return back Aksai Chin as well as the part of POK what was handed over to China by Pakistan in 1963. All these things India has to assert on this one. Unless you assert for your own interest, nobody else will do your duty. This is, in short, what I wanted to analyze it. Thank you so much.